Okay, let's talk lab real quickly. The lab, as you have hopefully by now ordered your lab packs, and they are on the way if not in your hand already. When you first get in here, you're going to have to go into the HOL Cloud link. And when you do, you'll need to create an account. I'll just go ahead here and get started. And when I get in here by signing in and using this particular link by clicking on that URL and then filling out that information, it has now loaded you into the appropriate course within this platform. So at this point, this is our course. This is where the lab material is located. Here's a little getting started area as well, but you don't really need to watch that here. You'll see that here in just a few minutes. Once you go into the course, where all the labs are found, I want to show you around a little bit here. First of all, up here, if you ever need to jump to some other place, I don't really expect you to need to do this. You should be able to do everything from the lessons, but you can click on materials. You can get everything here that you're going to need, whether it be student supplied or actually in the lab kit. That's here for some reason if you need to see it here. Documents, if I post any documents here, that's where they're going to be located. At this time I haven't put any in there. By the time you get into the course, there may well be some documents here. But under lessons, this is where the majority of the work is going to take place. I want to walk you through the Getting Started page just to show you where some things are located. For the first, you'll notice that this is under prerequisites. So you have to do the Getting Started. You have to do the lab safety before any of these lab exercises down here become unlocked. You'll notice that they're locked at this point. So you cannot proceed until these two items are taken care of. You will also need to make sure that you upload these to the to the Blackboard Dropbox. They have to go into the Blackboard Dropbox for credit, and I'll show you how to do that. But once these are completed, you can then go into the actual lab exercises for full credit. So let's go into the Get Started area here. There are three areas: exploration, and then the actual exercise, and then the evaluation part. So let's go ahead and click on exploration. It will tell you how much time you're going to need for each section. So this particular exercise will take roughly 3 hours according to their estimates and according to what most people spend on this. I'm going to go ahead and just flip through here just to show you where some things are located. Okay, so I'm going to keep clicking next. You'll need to go through these, of course, one at a time. It's telling you a lot of the stuff I'm telling you right here. So I'm going to just jump ahead and get to the experiment part. Okay, so here's the first procedure, right? It's telling us what to do here. I'm reading through here, and here number 2 it says record your city, state, and time of day in data table 1. All right, now this is interactive. So what this means is as I'm doing the experiment, I simply click on this data table down here, this window, and it will then pop up data table 1. So let's say that I'm going to follow these instructions. I'm going to click on this data, and you'll notice here the different data tables. Okay, I can easily just click on either one of them. But here, here's data table 1. Now here's the trick. You can't click over here where it says city. It's sometimes hard to see right there, but that's where it is. So kind of if you can't find the field to type in, just be patient and look around. It's going to be there. So we'll put here Austin, Texas. Local time looks like 9:26 p.m. And time in Fiji, well, I don't know just yet. So I'm going to go back to that previous exercise. I'm just going to click on the data table up here on the right. It's going to close that, and then it says number 3, use the internet to research what time it is in Fiji and then record your data table 1. So I would simply do that here. I'm not going to take the time to look at it. Let's just do that for now. Hopefully you'll actually look it up. So we're going to close that data table, and then we go to part 2. All right, and then you'll notice here it's referencing data table 2. So you click there, click on data table 2, fill out these particular fields, panels. It's going to ask for photos in this case. You can upload a photo directly. In fact, let's just do that. Let's see. let's just do this one. Okay, so there's one from my desktop, and I uploaded it, and I'm now just going to click on data back to close that window. Now what I wanted to show you is when I'm filled out all of my data tables and I've completed this particular exercise, and of course if there's questions embedded in here, you need to answer these. Okay, and then I'm just going to click on next. And it's going to tell me basically before I proceed, here's some things that you want to make sure that you're taking care of. And then it's going to give you an opportunity to review your final report. Now the nice thing about this platform is it produces your lab reports essentially for you. Once you've filled out the data tables, it's going to then compile it. Alright, so you can see here, here's exercise 1, here's the question, here's data table 1, here's data table 2 that I didn't fill out. Here's the image that I uploaded, and then you click on submit your data. Now this is the important part. At this point, please do not email final report to me. I do not want this in an email. I want you to download the PDF file. And once you download this file, let's go ahead and download this file. And yes, we want to save it, and I want it on. Okay, I'm going to save it. There it is. Here's my lab report produced for me. This is what you will actually submit to me. There's your lab report. Isn't that nice? And we're going to take that, and let's close this out a little bit. You need to keep track of where this goes. Okay, so here's my lab report. I'm going to stick it right there onto my desktop so I can hopefully find it. There it is. And now once I've created my lab report, I'm going to take that information and I'm going to now submit it.